Today's chart of interest after the 3-day weekend for me is definitely the broader market. So I'm looking at a chart of SPY. This is a daily chart. You can see, and I'll probably zoom in and try some other more granular time frames. This is today's candle. We gapped higher at the open and then promptly started selling down, which is not a good sign. There's an old expression, buy the rumor, sell the news. I was wondering if the debt ceiling news over the weekend was not going to be seen throughout the trading day as bullish like it was represented in the futures market last night. And that's what's happened. So here on this 30-minute chart, you have the open is here. We briefly hit a high of 422, and we've drifted a little bit lower. And we could be consolidating on this 8 EMA, which is rather bullish, but I have just call it a feeling. I'm looking at the charts here. I think we test this area right here. There's a lot of support and resistance around this line at 418. This is a shorter term call, which is how I trade, more tactical. But this is actually the high of the gap lower early last week, which I think is significant. And that same level we broke through on volume, which got a lot of coverage. This was on Friday. So I think to come back to the area at 418, which is just under the consolidation of that rally on Friday, to come back down to that and possibly break it would be short-term tactically bearish, or you call it a healthy correction. I guess one man's correction is another's major sell-off. So I'm reluctant to enter new longs until I see the 8 EMA or even the 21 get tested and then hold, with the market resuming its rally higher. Until then, I'm expecting it to head a little bit lower, and that's where I would look to buy some of my more aggressive smaller cap and micro cap names. There's a bunch of alerts that I'm getting hits on today, and I'm eager to step into them, but I'm waiting for the market to come in a little bit. So maybe this prediction is, maybe it's a little bit of wishful thinking, talking my own book, but I don't really like how the market drifted lower on what should be a very positive news day. So this could also be the beginning of cracks starting to show in the divergence between the performance levels of the larger cap tech stocks and pretty much everything else that make up the weighted major indexes. So that's got to come home to roost at some point. Maybe it's today or in the coming days prior to Congress having its chance to muck up the debt ceiling deal. So it'll be an interesting week. Have fun. Happy trading.